Alegre, 1, 2, arriba.
Muchacha.
¿Qué hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy Arturo Álvarez, and in this video we're going to be talking about the 10 best ways to take amazing pictures with your mobile phone. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. So tip number 1 and 2 at the same time is exposure and focus. You basically just open the camera app and you tap where you want your focus to be. And at the same time, what the camera will do is set the exposure. It will tell the software, the camera software, how bright or how dark you want the picture. Just make sure you get your focus right. What you want to do now is not just tap, but hold. Hold so that you get focus and exposure lock. Once it is locked, now you can swipe up and down and set your exposure the way you want it. This will give you the best results when it comes to the brightness for your picture. Tip number 3 is composition. And for composition, we gotta make sure that our phones have the grid activated. For this, we're gonna go to settings, then we go to camera, and we make sure that the grid is activated. Now, go back to your camera and you should be able to see the rule of thirds. With the rule of thirds, you can frame your pictures with the right composition. What we want to make sure is that our pictures have the subject in between one of these points. This is where the horizon lies, this is where the top part is, but try to make sure that your subject is in between these 4 points. That will pretty much guarantee that you have the right composition for your picture. Moving on, tip number 4 has to do with leading lines. And by leading lines is when we use what's around us to frame, to guide the eye of the person who's looking at the picture, telling them where they should be focused on. So we can use a road, a little path, different parts of the city, stairs, trees, the vanishing point. And those leading lines should be able to help us place our subject where we know that the observer will have to guide his vision towards.
Angles are, among other things, what allow photographers to communicate feelings and emotions. Angles create psychological effects in your audience. This is why you want to understand them and use them. The entire mood of your otherwise boring picture can be affected by just changing the angle from which you shoot. Try shooting in any creative way you can think of and experiment. Shoot from way up high, deep down below your subject, from the side, over the shoulder. Just try it all. And see how any one of your angle choices has an impact on the mood and emotions of your photographs.